Let us talk about it. Yeah. Let's talk about it. No more back and forth. No more playing games. No more love lost. Everything I want is right here. We just need to make our feelings clear. Let's talk about it. Let us talk about it. Yeah. Let's talk about it. Let us talk. Let's talk about it. Whoa. Let's talk about it.
Anger is the manifestation of deeper issues, which can be based on loneliness, low self-esteem, awkwardness. However, is taking care of yourself classed as being vain? Guys, welcome to another episode of Let's Talk About It. I'm your host, Collins Banks Ajayi.
Adekali Toure, Devana Antwi, Matt Farlin.
And today we're joined and we're blessed, we're honoured to have a wonderful guest.
You know,
midst.
beautiful.
Aww.
I'm doing the introduction.
Sorry. Sensational.
Oh,
sorry, he's doing it.
I'm doing the introduction. And like I did say,
Amazing.
canary singing.
Woo!
Sorry. Don't.
Sorry.
The amazing, soulful energy.
Amazing. Oh, is it like that? Is it?
Yeah,
I like.
Nice.
I'm so stoked to be here. Thank you so much.
Thank you for being
I'm
here.
really excited.
Definitely. Wow. That's seemed a bit genuine.
So she really wanted to be
I'm
there.
really
Forced
excited.
as well. Now, truthfully, when we saw you at the entrance, you were really buzzing. You were happy. You were
I'm
like
so
skipping and
stoked.
so.
I'm so stoked. I'm really excited.
So
yeah.
tell us more about you. Like you
So
sing.
yeah, I'm a singer.
Dance?
I try. I do some silly dancing.
I see, that's not the kind of dance that he's talking about.
No.
joking.
My dancing is usually just to entice a laugh out of people.
Right.
I do solo stuff. I do vocals and loop pedal. I also play guitar. I came from a really musical family,
Wow.
but I'm also, my influence is this really cool hip hop band that I'm part of. So whenever I'm doing something solo, it's
Hip hop.
yeah. So they are like true, like yeah.
I'll put you on the spot right now.
Yeah.
Drop me 3 bars. Something hard. Something hip hop.
Ready or not, here I come.
okay, we're done,
You
we're
can't
done,
hide.
I was hoping she was gonna know about us. Snap, man. You know when you put me on the spot,
you did it.
expect them to
You did it. Well
She's
done.
ready.
Well done. That's what I'm talking about.
Okay. But yeah, so I came from Canada to London about a year and a half ago, and it's been amazing. I met some really cool people ever since.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Taking care of yourself. Taking care of yourself. Class as being vain. Do you think that should be classed as being vain?
I think, for me anyway, it depends.
Sorry, Mr. Adekali.
Sorry.
Sorry. This is not what I'm here for.
Okay,
I'm
right.
joking. For that, I'm gonna punish him and start with you. Go ahead.
He's taking.
Stop. Adekali, go for it.
Oh, come on.
Go for it. No, go for it.
I didn't say
Go for it.
Go for it, please.
Go for it. Go for it.
What is this guy take today?
I don't know.
But anyway, I think it depends to a certain extent. I mean, if you're constantly in the mirror looking at yourself, like grooming yourself constantly like 24/7, then you're a little bit vain. You get me? And if you're that type of person where someone touches your hair, you have to go all the way home to get coming back in place again.
He's talking about himself.
Anyone does that. No. The honest truth, I've
To the
seen
toilets, maybe they run to the nearest
Yeah.
toilets, but not all the way home.
You wouldn't believe this. I can't remember what program it was. But I was watching this quite a while ago, and they was talking about how obsessions of different people, and there was this guy that was part of a group, and there was his friends were talking to the camera, telling the camera how obsessed this person is, and the people didn't believe it, so they thought, oh, okay, let someone touch his hair. He literally left his friends in the club and went all the way home to gel back his hair, get in a cab so he can come back.
Cool.
Wow.
It's too much.
So, Mr.
Honest truth.
Mr. Devana, what do you think? Is that classed as being vain? You taking care of yourself?
No,
It's not.
no. You look. End of the day, if I have, you said like if you're constantly looking in the mirror, but like I might constantly feel like there's something in my eye and I go look. Do you know what I mean? I look in the mirror, and you might be thinking, oh, he's being vain. I'm just looking in the mirror to say something out my eye.
24/7.
24/7.
We're speaking from experience here.
Well,
like,
he obviously is.
No, I'm not. No, but no. On an overall note, I don't believe it's taking care of yourself. You know, that's you being vain. I think that's you trying to look after yourself. And I mean, we all know a happy heart makes a happy person. So if my heart is happy because I may groom myself in whatever way I do, then why should you kill my mojo by saying, "Oh, you're just vain"?
I know she's itching to get involved. Like
Man.
it's like a boxing match. Like she's probably
like,
weaving and sweeping and everything.
I realized today even that looking, like, doing my makeup, and I had
You're so
lovely
beautiful,
lovely
man.
makeup. Aw.
She got makeup on.
Guys.
I
Oh
don't even know
my
she
god,
was.
really didn't notice?
No,
Oh,
no,
wow.
I thought that was natural.
I was so lucky that brilliant makeup artists do makeup today, but I realized that, like, when I'm sitting in front of the mirror at home, it's just like, because I've been so busy, like when you get that time to just sort of take care of yourself, it is a good feeling. However, I think that you're totally right that it depends on the extent to which you'll go there.
Yeah.
And certainly if I was out with friends and I look in the mirror and, like, my lipstick's all smudged and, everything was messed up, it's like, are you having a good time? Why does it matter what you look like anyway? I've had friends that take ages kind of getting ready and stuff and coming up to me. We all have friends like that.
Yes, we do.
We all do.
They spend so much time getting ready that they're late to show up.
That
when-
makes you late for stuff as well.
Exactly, and that's
Makes
not
you late to your own event, which means you have to pay for being late. Yeah, we
Yeah.
all have that friend.
Do you think it's good, or do you think it's cool to like measure or compare yourself to others?
that can get dangerous pretty quick, I think.
And how does it affect self-esteem? Yeah, that was gonna be.
Yeah, I think that can get dangerous pretty quick, and I think that whenever I'm in a situation like that, I usually try to spark an honest conversation about that. Like, and I think that especially the women that are around me, and I'm just speaking from like the mate's experience of having women around you, that whenever I hear a friend say like, oh, my hair's so messy, or I feel so fat today, or something like that,
Yeah.
something degrading about themselves, and it's like, I know that I've been in that same position, so it's like, no, no, you don't. I think you look really
So
good.
do you compare yourself to others?
Yeah, I suppose you do if they're in your same sphere, but if anybody was making you feel so uncomfortable with the comments they're making about themselves, I tend to just drift away from them, I think, to be honest. I think that if someone was constantly saying, like, oh, I feel so horrible, oh, I feel, just constantly putting themselves down,
Yeah.
you tend to just separate yourself because you're like, that's just bringing everyone down.
For real. So, Mr. Devana, do you compare yourself to others?
No.
Okay. So
Honestly-
you think you're messy.
Well, listen, I am unique, and I know that we're all human,
Yeah.
but I know God built me in my own way,
Yeah.
and I know that a lot of things that I do, a lot of things that I say, it's different to the norm, and people may say, oh, you're weird, but it's unique. They don't understand it, so they just say weird, and I'm definitely weird.
Do you ever see that group of people and they all actually look the same?
Yes.
Like, it's a group of friends and
Yes.
they're all
Yeah,
homogenized somehow.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Have
into
you
being
observed the
same
the starter
person.
pack? The starter pack is a Converse, tight jeans,
Yeah.
black leather jacket,
Yeah.
and a skimpy.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. Do you think it's cool to listen to constructive criticism? Sorry.
I think it's so important.
By others, I mean.
Yeah, like to listen
Yeah,
to what
listen to
they're.
yourself. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's so important. I think it's once people start putting walls up in since they can't take that constructive criticism,
Yeah.
that makes it hard to do anything. That makes it hard to get better at a job, to get better with your own skills. Not that like maybe there's aspects of your personality that you need to improve. Maybe you are too vain or too cruel to other people. I think it's really important to take a certain amount of constructive criticism from people, or else you end up just with a brick wall around you.
I mean, definitely right. I mean, things like that is what makes you who you are. You can't just be saying you're the best at everything. You've got to be wrong at something, and if you are wrong at something, someone is gonna tell you you might not be right at this.
Yeah.
And that's why I like my circle to be tight. Yeah, again, mate. I'm prepared to say, yeah, tell me what I need to improve on. And if you tell me what I need to improve on, I obviously no one likes to be told what you're wrong at and what you're bad at. You get me? But it's the way how you take it that makes it, that shows how mature you are.
Ego the fact it's constructive, isn't it?
Yeah.
Mr.
For me, honestly, I'm gonna be weird again. I don't just like constructive criticism. I like a negative one too, because like you said, you know, we need to be able to grow as people and be the best at what we can possibly be. And I think sometimes when you're always trying to sugarcoat something, I can't really know what you're saying.
Harsh vanity, to a high extent, is a manifestation of self-consciousness.
Yeah.
I agree with you on that one.
Do you know what? I don't even necessarily think that it's not good to be vain. And of course we can
It's
be
not
vain.
good to be vain.
Listen, we all have to be vain to a certain extent, because if it's like saying, do you love yourself?
Yes, you do.
Do you know what I mean? So I love myself, so I've got to be vain to a certain extent, but not to the extent where every single car window I'm looking at, I'm like,
But you know, being vain as well can
Not
be
like
classed as arrogance.
yes, being too vain, I suppose, yeah.
As much as I'm hating on Ella G, this is the right time to get right into it.
I wanna hear
He
this.
said your name a lot of times, you know.
I know.
I like the names too.
Like the name, just not her, right?
Like the name, not just no.
I'll get to like both one day.
Let's go.
Let's
go.
accept it.
I wanna hear
Everyone
this.
is
I wanna hear this.
Right,
I
we've
wanna hear
got
this.
this chart, right? I don't want to put names out there so people don't go,
It's
oh, I'm the
invisible
winner.
chart,
We've got this chart I'm looking at.
Yeah.
Oh, you're looking at it right
The
now?
camera can't pick out, so I'm happy about that.
Okay, so we can all see it though.
Stretching out, I don't care.
It is right over there.
All the guests that have been on this show, they've given us embarrassing stories.
Oh,
Some have given us
no.
two.
Oh, yes!
There is so many. Oh man.
You can always do two. We got
Well, I guess probably the top one, just because in some ways it's a classic. There's a guy who played trumpet as well that I had a bit of a crush on, you know, and had sort of, you know, this had finally become apparent in this whole high school way of she likes you, do you like her, he likes you. So we hadn't actually talked about it face to face, but there was some subtext going on. There was some subtext, guys. And I was wearing my favorite grey corduroy pants that day, and
Corduroy, you know.
and
I can see where this is going.
he was sitting next to me, and at some point he must have noticed, and leant over to me and very discreetly said, in a band room full of about 100 students, Ella, you have a rip in your pants. And I blushed and was like, oh, okay, imagining it's probably something quite small. I mean, I didn't feel anything happen, so how could it be that bad? So I ignored it for the time being because we were just about to play this part. The band teacher said, all right, all the trumpet players stand up. And I said, okay, I'll deal with that in a minute, you know. I just have to it's going to be really obvious if I take my sweater off and like tie it around and cover it up right now. So we played this whole run, and all of the burly percussionists behind me in the back row are giving me this look and sort of whispering amongst themselves. And so then I finally take my sweater off, I tie it around, and it wasn't until probably an hour later in the bathroom when I realized that the rip was all the way from about my belt to the middle of my legs.
Wow.
It was a massive rip in my pants. That I think I must have just twisted on a band chair weird, and he was the first to see it.
Oh, God.
Did you guys go up?
No.
No.
Well, guys,
It was a while ago.
you've heard that. That's the worst we've heard. I hope no one gets in that kind of situation. But anyway, thank you, Miss Ella Jean.
Thank you very much.
Thank you
Thank
so
you very
much.
for
Oh my
coming.
Pleasure.
goodness.
Thank
It was
you.
so lovely
Thank
to
you.
I love this
meet
handshake.
you.
No, you're not gonna get off easy like, look at her, go, thank you. She's about to run. Miss Ella Jean is gonna be performing one of her classics. Not hip hop, not trap music. One of her classics. Are you ready
Right.
for it?
Yeah, definitely.
I'm ready. I'm
Alright,
excited.
before we
She's
go,
amazing.
we are your hosts. I'm your host for this episode. My name is CBA Collins Banks Ajay, as usual. It's not changed.
Adi Kali Toure.
Ivana Antwain McFarlane.
Alright, till another time when you get to see our nice faces.
Facts and more facts.
Have you been waiting at a bus stop and it's been raining? Have you innocently been walking down the road to your next sexy time? And it's been raining. And a car comes and whoosh, splashes the water on you. Did you know that is illegal? So next time that happens, take their number plate down and report them.
This is a song about, you know, when you just have to admit you messed up. Dum, dum, down, dum, 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 down, dum, 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 down, dum, 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 down, dum, 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 down, dum, 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 down, dum, 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 down, dum, 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 down, dum, dum, down, dum, 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 down, dum, that rest so long that a fold became a crease. Maybe words I love the most were the ones you meant the least. Gotta remember that it's bigger than you. You see, I know you're just a coward, but it makes you seem a beast. Beauty goes east, finds seats, meets and greets. She was an ugly duckling till she left Swansea. Ashes to ashes makes cancer to cancer. Can't believe I'm so unfit when my brother is a dancer. I run on my own every day cause I'm a freelancer. One day at the end of the path, maybe find an answer. My story's about a chick who chipped up, found everything when she didn't give up. Didn't give up. I'm such a dick. Such a dick. Make myself sick. I'm such a dick. Such a dick. Make myself sick. Now I don't trust you cause bailed isn't something I'm on. Being with someone else, not something feels wrong. Not flattery, exhausting. Actually, I'm sorry, forgive me. Am I making you angry? Not fair if I'm asking him to quit. Bit by bit it wears, but I'm told to stop being a oh, please, see who play me for a day. You'd be just as angry, so what? Just play the game, take a dick for a day, then you better go away. Better bet that it'll see red like it was Valentine's Day. 8 months, not 10 months, call it a year. Always wanted to be with you, now I'd rather steer clear. I can't be around you, I'd rather a mirror. Haircuts and shortcuts and wrist cuffs, I'd rather stay here though it hurts. I flirt to forget what we were. I'm confusing, yeah, I guess until I get a cold beer. Always felt cold around me even when I got near. Always had an excuse like it's the time of the year, and genuinely don't know why you suffer fools so dear. Never know what you got out of it, but now I'm out of here. I said I'm such a dick. Such a dick. I make myself sick. I'm such a dick. I'm such a dick, and I make myself sick. Everybody now, yeah, I'm such a dick. I'm such a dick. I make myself sick. I said I'm I make myself sick. I'm such a I'm such a dick. Such a dick. Make myself sick. I said I'm
Such a dick.
Oh, yes. Yes, amazing.
Amazing.
Hey, everyone, get up.
That's what I'm talking about.
Collins. Sorry.
Ellen James.
Let us talk about it. Let's talk about it.